Welcome to the Speak Your Piece podcast. My name is Ian McNaughton. Joining me again, SYP creator Scott. Scott, what's up?
What's going on? We're doing an Olympics preview pod today, and we are going to do this quick. This will be a record-breaking podcast. This should not be, hopefully, longer than 15 minutes. Basically, we're going to go through every single Olympic event. This is not a joke. This is, if you think this is a joke, this is for real.
It's kind of a joke.
It's kind of a joke, but it's based on the Tosh.0. It's
Video,
yeah. Where he does every Olympic event in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, he essentially 5 minutes. He does every Olympic sport in 5 minutes or less.
So we're gonna do it except podcast style. We're gonna talk just quickly some big headlines for the Olympics coming up in Tokyo, the 2020 games now in 2021.
So basically the premise of this podcast is to preview every Olympic sport in 2 minutes or less.
Yes.
All right.
Done. So first off the bat, I just want to say shout out to Canadian women because projected by CBC Sports, 95% of Canada's medals will be won by women. So go Canadian women.
Men suck.
I guess. Well, there's a few men in here that are looking to be impressive. Let's get going.
All right, let's do this.
Swimming.
Shout out Penny Alexiak and Katie Ledecky. They rock. They rule.
Are you saying they're going to wipe the table?
Probably, yeah. I mean, they both can't because one of them has to win gold. But like,
Of course. Diving.
Diving.
I think China's going to destroy the competition here.
Okay.
They've got favorites. Like I think they might have several podium placements. But Tom Daley, out of the United Kingdom, look out for that guy. Water polo, Ian.
Pierre Maguire used to call water polo, I believe, at the 2016 Olympics in Brazil. I don't think he's going to do any of that now because he's now the director of player personnel for the Ottawa Senators. But that's my fun fact about water polo.
Sometimes the Ottawa Senators play water polo, or it looks like they're playing water polo.
I hope they go play water polo instead of being a hockey team.
They should. Basketball.
USA. They'll win gold in the men's tournament. They'll win gold in the women's tournament. Don't listen to all this bull crap you've been hearing about them losing pre-tournament games. Okay, it doesn't matter. The Americans are winning gold in the men's and women's tournament. You don't need to, you don't need to listen to what the experts say. Just listen to what Big E says. USA gold in basketball.
Do you have any dark horse picks?
I have Australia as my dark horse pick that I've written down, but it doesn't matter because the US is playing gold. So.
Also, side note, 3v3 basketball tournament starts in this Olympics games. We'll see how that goes. Are USA going to win those too?
Well, I don't think they made. I think they lost to the Netherlands, but they really missed out on an opportunity to have like LeBron play for Team USA at the 3-on-3 Olympics, because that's what Olympic basketball is all about. Is LeBron dunking on some unsuspecting Croatians who probably have no idea what they're in for against LeBron James.
Sounds like a repeat of '92 with 22 coach and Michael Jordan. Anyways, let's get into some canoe kayak. Vincent Lapointe should hopefully score some medals, but will her doping scandal catch up to her? Yes or no?
Probably, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We should be allowing athletes to dope anyways and see how make it more entertaining and see
see what really happens.
Yeah, see how far you can really go.
Yeah, you can really push the limits without using some foreign substances. Would you rather canoe or kayak?
I think I'd rather canoe.
I'm a kayak guy, but anyways,
I think kayaks are cheaper.
They are cheaper. No, depends on the kayak. Cycling. Lance Armstrong for gold? Question mark.
Okay, I really think that it's bullshit that we just take all of his medals away, even though he already won them.
That's a debate for later. That's a whole nother podcast.
Shout out BMXing though. I like BMXing.
But what's more impressive, Olympic gold or X Games gold? What do you think? This is a big debate.
As an American, I'm going to say the X Games gold. Because the X Games, the X Games happen every year, but more people in the States are watching BMX on X Games than Olympics.
On the
right?
Olympics.
So
I'm going to argue for the Olympics. The Olympics is the grand spectacle for amateur sports, and this is why we're here. We're not here to talk about the X Games, Ian. Gymnastics.
Simone Biles is the GOAT.
Is she the greatest athlete under 5 feet?
Probably.
Definitely, I would say.
Can you name any other athlete under 5 feet?
Isn't Snooki an athlete? Or is she still
Fuck off. Simone Biles is up there for one of the greatest athletes of all time.
100%. Yeah, we're serious about that one.
Do you have a favorite artistic rhythmic any type of gymnastics you prefer?
It's whatever the one they do
the pommel horse.
No, well that's cool too. But the one they do the cartwheels and backflips on it's like a springy mat. It's like yeah, that one's I just get so much satisfaction watching it. It's like, how do you do that?
So much serotonin.
I guess. Volleyball.
Shout out my boy Ian Gus from Thousand Oaks. He is not in the Olympics. He's just the only volleyball player that I know. Low key, one of the coolest sports to watch.
Volleyball is fun to watch. Yeah. It's so fast paced.
Beach or on the hard court.
Both are good. Yeah.
Yeah, both. Are good.
I guess another question: can the Serbian women topple the giants China, USA, and Brazil?
No, the U.S. are winning gold.
You could say that about every sport.
You could, yeah, I will. I'm an American. I'll say that about every sport.
So let's talk about equestrian now. You talked about Australians being your dark horse.
Yes.
Apparently, of all sports, Aussies have the best medal chances here. What's the reason why?
I'm pretty sure it's because the meat pie eating contest was canceled at this year's Olympics. So the Australians are like, I guess we'll dominate with horses. Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought?
I wouldn't have.
Wrestling.
You know, it's really a shame with wrestling that the WWE did not allow Sheamus to participate in the wrestling tournament. He's the United States champion. He's probably one of the biggest wrestlers in the world right now. And the WWE is like, no, you got to do Monday Night Raw instead of the Olympics. What a waste of an opportunity.
Oh, it's just a money grab at this point.
I know. Like, I would love to see somebody get bro kicked by Sheamus at the Olympics, but not meant to be.
Baseball and softball, by the way, are back. First time since 2008.
Canadian women have a softball team. We should be watching one of those. The Canada-US game, I think, is going to happen one of these days.
Might have to be Saturday selections. Hopefully it's on a Saturday.
I don't think it's on a Saturday, but we'll watch it.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll watch it.
Go Americans in baseball.
Archery.
Oh.
Stay on target.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
miss.
Don't miss, yeah. Don't miss or it's going to hurt. Athletics. You know, we could spend a really, really long time here. And that's 10 seconds. And DeGrasse just finished his 100-meter race. And that's all we'll talk about. Honestly, we could go into so much detail with athletics, but that might be hopefully Saturday selections. A good Saturday, we'll have some good events.
There's, again, so many events. I think my favorite might be Javelin, though.
To watch?
Yeah. Big sticks.
Throwing big long sticks.
Yeah.
I think pole vaulting's unreal.
That rocks too. Like, that was when our high jump was what we did in elementary school, and that was also fun.
That was fun too. Yeah, I miss high jump. What's next here? Badminton. Okay, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
I'm not allowed to participate in the Olympics badminton tournament because I broke a racket in grade 7.
And I was the one that made him do that. So, yeah. So I guess we're both at fault for Ian not having a chance to win gold.
Yeah, pretty much it's kind of our own doing. I mean, we probably could have won badminton gold if it wasn't for our incompetence. But that's okay. I can say that about a lot of things.
Easy. Boxing.
This is a sport where you kind of have to be patient with. Like, these are talented boxers, and a lot of boxers get their start in the Olympics. Yeah, it's just you have to be patient. Like, it takes 3 or 4 years once they get past amateurism to get to pro boxing. So be patient with everybody who's boxing.
There you go.
Easier said than done, but be patient with the people boxing at the Olympics.
Fencing. I guess people like being poked.
Callum should take part?
Callum does vaccines. He doesn't poke people.
Oh, yes. No, okay.
Come on. We know Callum. Callum's doing a great job with vaccines, so keep doing that.
You do that, Callum. Don't.
Field hockey.
I think that's also kind of a low-key fun sport to watch.
Underrated, I think.
Yeah.
It's very underrated.
It's not like ice hockey, but it's still like a quality sport. It's
still quality sport, yeah. Field hockey takes a mad amount of skill. And I'm not sure if people know this, but you can't stick handle on your backhand. You have to stick handle on your forehand and then flip the stick on its side.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
Fun fact.
Fun fact of the day. Football. As we call on this continent, soccer.
Okay, I think it should be a best on best tournament. Like, I get that's what the World Cup is for, and Euros and all that stuff. I think you should have the best athletes participating, if they want to, participate in the Olympics. Like, I think Lionel Messi should not have to deal with a bunch of 23-year-olds or 22-year-olds when he's at the Olympics. Lionel Messi should be able to go up against the best players in the world and have the best players in the world on his team.
There you go. Golf. Is Justin Rose going to go back-to-back?
No, Bryson will win.
Oh, he will. So you think his driver won't suck and he'll contain what's the golf course? Kasumigaseki.
Yeah, he'll do well there. It's not a links course. He'll do well there.
This is
I don't think it's a links course.
It's not a links course, no. Handball.
Also a fun sport to watch.
Europe's going to run the table. but we knew that.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know any other countries who are good at handball compared to European countries.
South America, I think Brazil's supposedly decent. Brazil, Argentina,
Germany, Spain,
Norway.
Norway.
Someone in Europe.
Germany, Spain, Norway. That's my 3 picks.
Those are your 3 picks? Okay. Modern pentathlon. I left it blank because I don't know anything about this one.
Is that the one where you do all 5?
5. It's 5. I forget. I think it's, oh god. Run. There's like a running.
You run, throw, swim,
hurdles.
bike.
No, there's no swimming. That's.
Oh.
I think pentathlon running. There's a hurdle component. I think there's some sort of javelin or discus maybe. Anyways, I don't know.
We really previewed that sport well.
We did. Left it blank. Karate.
Jaden Smith has to be the winner, right? Like, he's the Karate Kid.
I thought it was William Zabka, dude.
No, it's no. You see, people get this wrong all the time. It's Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith, the Karate Kid, moves to China, doesn't want to, forced against his will. Jaden Smith winning gold at the 2020 Olympics. That's his fate, man. That's his fate, is winning gold at the Olympics.
Rowing.
That's also a fun sport. That's a challenging sport, though.
Really? We took down notes. It's the hardest sport to win.
I think so.
Hardest sport to do well in.
Because you have a component of a lot of other people. You got a bunch of teammates. You got to be in peak physique. Tough sport, rowing.
Rugby sevens. Ian, go. This is your.
So rugby sevens. This is actually a serious preview. So pretty much, Canada has a men's and women's team. They should get a bronze in the women's tournament. The men's team not going to be doing as well. Teams to watch, though. The American team will do well in the men's. The All Blacks will do well on the men's side. And another team to watch on the women's side is Australia.
Interesting.
I could go on a lot more with the rugby sevens, but it should be a wide open competition. It usually is.
I like the Springboks. They've always been a favorite team.
Springboks are good on both. Good on the men's side. No, I don't think as good on the women's, but good call. Good call.
Sailing.
I mean, what do you have down for sailing? Like, I think it's a great sport to watch.
Really?
I think it's better to watch than do.
Okay. I guess.
I would rather watch sailing than actually partake in sailing.
You know, fair enough. Shooting. Stay on target, reload your gun.
Same thing as archery.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can't reload a bow. I mean, you could,
You can.
Bow and arrow. I could do that. That's my thing. Skateboarding.
So, the GOATs for skateboarding, it goes Tony Hawk.
Okay.
Nyjah Houston.
Okay.
The 14-year-old who joins the X Games every year, the new one. And then every kid who wears a Thrasher hoodie. Those are the GOATs of skateboarding.
So someone wearing a Thrasher hoodie will win gold this year is what you're saying?
I think whoever wins gold, we have to go and find a photo of them wearing a Thrasher hoodie.
Respect.
And that
is our SYP post right there.
Yes, pretty much.
Sport climbing. I have someone from Squamish will win.
I don't know a single thing about... I lived in Squamish. I don't know a single thing about sport climbing.
Do you know how to belay?
No.
There you go. Surfing.
I haven't been to Huntington Beach recently, so I don't know who's going to be doing well there.
By the way, this is a debut event in the Olympics. First time ever it's been done.
Is it a judge sport? This is a judge sport.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
okay.
It is. Yeah. I mean, you still gotta finish, and execute what you're doing. But
yeah,
it's a judge sport. Yes. Table tennis. Mo Zhang of Richmond, BC, is in her 4th Olympic Games, looking for gold medal. She was in the 2019 Pan American gold medal game in Lima, Peru. I don't know if she won, but she was there. She was there, so maybe she'll get to the Olympic gold this time. Taekwondo. Your guess is as good as ours.
Yeah, same thing with modern pentathlon. We really don't have a single clue.
Don't have a single clue about this one. There's 28 sports in the Olympics, and we had no clue about 3 or 4, so I think we're doing all right.
I didn't even know sport climbing was a sport.
There you go. So that's just it. Tennis.
So I want to say quickly about tennis. It's amazing how, for the most part, their core of Federer, Nadal, Djokovic have been the core for tennis for the last 10 years. It's incredible. A testament to all those guys for being the guys in tennis.
Djokovic is, of those 3, Djokovic is the only one in the Olympics. But look out for Tsitsipas. Hopefully he takes home gold to the home of the Olympics, Greece. Or Andy Murray.
Is Serena Williams involved?
No.
Okay.
She's not. Triathlon.
Basically, I mean, my brother and I used to do triathlons when we were in Summerland over the summer. So, I think I beat him twice. Fun fact. But I don't know anything else about triathlon. Didn't Canada used to have a famous triathlete at one point? I feel like we did. I'm gonna pull that up later. That's for another pod. Next
podcast. So maybe someone will help us out with a mailbag.
Yeah, please help us out.
Weightlifting.
Ian
can squat 3 plates with warm up. This is what he said to me pre-podcast. This is not a joke. This is what he told me pre-pod. But there's some other great Canadian weightlifters, especially in the male class. Names come to mind: Bradley Gibbons, Keith Renata. Kevin Renata's pretty good too.
Who's better, Keith or Kevin?
Depends on what.
Well, Keith's got his own fitness page on Instagram, and doesn't.
Yes,
Kevin,
so does Kevin.
But doesn't he share it with Maddie?
Well, they still have their own fitness page.
Yeah, I see. That's it.
I don't know. I think they're both great, and they're both superstars.
Shout out Bradley. Shout out Keith. Shout out Kevin.
Shout out Kevin.
And Rav.
Shout out Ravisher, Volleyball. Goat weightlifter there. Anything else on Olympics? We're coming up to 16 minutes here.
Do you want to talk about the Russian athletes and how stupid that is?
I mean, they did break rules, so
ban them. Then just don't have Russian athletes come to the Olympics.
Yeah, but some Russian athletes didn't break the rules. That's the thing.
Well, then,
it's a tough debate.
Don't say the Russian Olympic Committee and then say
Olympic athletes of Russia was okay. I was more okay with that.
Yeah, instead of Russian Olympic Committee or whatever they're gonna try and do now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I mean, Olympic athletes of Russia won gold in men's hockey in 2018.
But no one recognized that because the hockey tournament was so stupid.
Hopefully they're back. The Canadians, or not Canadians, all NHL players are back for 2022. I do see both sides of the debate. The Olympics are meant to be amateur and to showcase the best amateur athletes. But it really is fun as a hockey fan to be able to see the best on best at more often than just once every 10 years.
And that's my point with soccer too. Is that I think soccer should be a best on best. It's only 4 years. It's the same as the World Cup.
Yeah, and you can also make this argument for golf, for basketball, for frankly any sport.
Yeah, I think you do a best on best tournament. I think that's the way to go.
And make it in the Olympics.
Yeah, but that's just me.
Yeah. Hey, fans, let us know in the comments. Should the Olympics stay amateur, or are professional athlete influence? Is that a good thing? Let us know your thoughts. Maybe put on in a mailbag question next time we have a mailbag. Ian, any more thoughts on the Olympics?
I'll be covering the rugby 7, so that's what I'm going to be covering most is rugby 7s. We'll do some basketball. I think content. We'll have some basketball content. Probably some baseball content. Any other content that you want to... Canadian content. We'll probably do a lot of Canadian content, I would think, during the Olympics.
I'm going to keep an eye on golf. Brooke Henderson.
Golf.
I think she's someone we didn't mention, but I think she's going to be a kind of a dark horse. She's got, previous games experience, and I don't know. I have a weird feeling. I think there's going to be... I mean, based on what I said off the top of the show, Canadian women will be dominating the medal count. And I think Brooke might be one of them. Look, she might, if she goes low two of the rounds, she might win gold.
What's the most, do you know what off the top of your head, if you don't, it's okay, the most medals Canada has won out of Summer Olympics?
Out of Summer Games? I think it might have been 2016. Or 2012.
It's fairly recently.
It was very recently.
But they've gotten better, in terms of getting medals.
Oh, and that's even in the Winter Games, too, both.
Well, I'm not counting, because obviously Canada. The Winter Games is just meant for Canada and Scandinavian countries to, feel recognized every 4 years. Whereas, the Summer Games
are for more countries in the world.
Yeah.
But not every country participates. Especially this year with how COVID is.
Yeah, obviously.
But either way,
okay, are you more of a... Okay, I'll just end this. Are you more of a Summer Olympic guy or a Winter Olympic guy?
Winter Olympics. I'll say that with an asterisk. I've also been to several Winter Olympics events when they were here in Vancouver in 2010.
I only went to one.
You went to one. The Summer Games are... I guess I have more time because 2016 was a summer I did nothing. So I just watched Summer Games all summer long, and it was great. And they're on all day, which was fun. I don't know. I think I'm more of a Winter Olympics guy, but that's maybe because I'm a big hockey guy.
More of a Winter Olympic person?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I grew up playing hockey, so I always follow the hockey tournament. So I love both games equally, but I think I'm more of a winter guy.
Fair enough. All right. That's the podcast. Yep. That's our Olympics preview.
We should end this right now before we get to 20 minutes. Anyways,
Yes.
guys, thanks for following. Go follow Secret Peace. We will see you soon.